Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. This is Jennifer. Right off the bat, you can see I have redecorated the sewing room. My collage wall is back and it's a little bit different. I changed some things. I added some stuff that I had prepared for the new house. So I put those up in here. I'm very excited about that. I've got some hand embroidery that I did years ago. This was over in this area, this general area above my embroidery machine. I have some pieces that I did that are David Bowie lyrics. And then I have a piece over here that's George Michael. Elton John, not on the wall. Purely a coincidence that I'm wearing this shirt today. I just was thinking about this concert this morning, and so I popped this shirt on. Yeah, I'm very excited to have this back. It feels much more like my space again. You can see my machines are back in place. I have turned my Juki on, but I haven't tested it yet. Serger was on the pod, Juki was on the pod. So those I'm going to test this week, make sure they're okay. And I mean, I did use my Cricut, and my Cricut is fine. At first I thought it wasn't, but I had taken the blade out to check it and put it back in wrong. So as soon as I realized I'd done that, it was fine, and it cut beautifully. I did 2 small projects, which I'm super excited about because I got to do something besides unpack and put away. Decorating does actually hit my creative need, but it's a different kind of feeling. It's a little more zen, and it's a little bit less, I don't know, it doesn't make me quite as excited. Like, I love doing it and it makes me happy, but it's just a different muscle, I guess. So the first thing I did was some vinyl for my new recycle container. So my old recycle container was an upcycled, broken paper shredder. It was the base of an old paper shredder. And I had just put stickers on it and written recycle on it, and that was it. Well, I donated that, so I didn't have it anymore. And I go through paper in this room. I go through scratch paper. I recycle my paper piecing paper. And so I like to have a container really close by. So I got this little trash can at Lowe's. It's a slim one, so it can stick, in a little hole or whatever, if it's really well where I wanted it. And I found this on Design Space, and this is just a text, also Design Space, that I typed out and cut out 2 of these, and you can see it's already got stuff inside. And now I have a handy dandy recycle bin. I did not have green and permanent vinyl, so I just went with something that I thought went with my room. The other thing I did was decorate a new watering can. So my old watering can ended up on the curb before we drove to New Hampshire. I put a bunch of my gardening stuff that I wasn't taking with me on the curb for my neighbors. And I mean, when we got home, it was all gone. So, which is fine. That was the intention. But my watering can was in there, and suddenly I didn't have a watering can. So I picked up a very inexpensive one, also at Lowe's, and then I decorated it. So I put a flower on this side, and this was the first time I had done vinyl over a ridge or a texture like that. And I ended up doing that with my fingers instead of with the tool because I was afraid I would cut it. Worked out pretty well. And on this side, I have this cool butterfly. And I don't know if you can see here, but the texture of the watering can actually comes through the vinyl, which I thought was pretty cool. And this is my favorite side. I really like this one too, but this is my favorite side. So new watering can, new recycle bin, itty bitty tiny bit of crafting, tons of decorating. We're still unpacking. Not everything is going to be unpacked because our books and the contents of my china cabinet are not going to be unpacked right now because we're planning to get our floor redone in the not too distant future. Our moving pot is gone. I talked to the insulation company this morning, so they're going to get us on the schedule. So radiant barrier is next. Depending on how that goes, we're going to take a little break because my husband's going to be having his heart surgery, and I don't want people in the house while he's recovering unless we know he's okay already. So the next thing will probably be popcorn ceiling downstairs. Get that removed because, I mean, it's just gross. It's just gross. You can't clean them. They are dusty. You can vacuum them. It makes a mess. Anyway, it needs to go. So yeah, the floors are a little bit further down the list, and so we're not unpacking a lot of non-essential things that go downstairs just to save ourselves some work down the line. I don't know what I'll be doing this week. I did volunteer to test a pattern for my dear friend Kat, Hard Hat Kat, who used to do Talk to Me Tuesday, but she's a working mom and she's got 4 kids, so she's just super busy and doesn't really post anymore. But she she designs all kinds of patterns. She's designed for Phantom and Stitches in the past, and she designed a little pouch that is, it's literally to hold a couple of feminine hygiene products, and then they're given to girls in schools who may not have access other places, so that they have a place to keep them. And she wrote a pattern for a nonprofit that she volunteers for in Australia, and she's tested for me in the past, and it's a small, simple project, and I thought it'd be a good way to get my juices flowing. So I'm gonna test that for her sometime in the next week. I think I know where my zippers are. Everything is pretty much put away. Cat cameo. Everything's pretty much put away in my sewing room. I rearranged things a little bit to try to have the things that I want to put my hands on more often, just at a better height for me. Pardon Dipper, he loves plastic, so if there's plastic, he will lick it. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah? What's up? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the people? No? All right. See you later. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and if I get that done this week, I'll have it to show you next week. I hope you guys have a really wonderful week. I hope you have a crafty week, and I'll see you guys next week.